Happy Thursday, Millbrook. We're continuing to explore our vision statement. Millbrook United Methodist Church is a welcoming congregation committed to helping all grow in faith, serving our neighbors, and loving all regardless of differences. In that, we love, we grow, and we serve. So these next 3 videos are going to be exemplifying Bible stories that show us how to love, grow, and serve. So today is love. Now, in our vision statement, you notice that it's not just kind of a generic ethereal love. It's to make a place where all feel loved regardless of differences. And that was important to name that when we developed this vision statement. So let's listen to the story of how Jesus loves across difference. He actually does it over and over and over. He crosses gender barriers, religious barriers, cultural barriers, purity barriers that were very, very important in his time. If you look at the story of Jesus with the Samaritan woman at the well in John 4, I'll let you read it yourselves, but Jesus crosses a lot of barriers. He crosses a barrier of a time when no one would be at the well in the heat of the day. This woman was outcast, and Jesus went to her. He crossed gender barriers, he crossed cultural barriers. She was a Samaritan, and the Samaritans were hated by the Jews. So let's look at some of the things that Jesus did in this interaction, showing us how we too can love across difference. So one is, he went to her. He sat with her. He talked with her. He acknowledged her in her humanity. He had a genuine interaction with her. He shares with her. He shares a drink with her. She draws from the well and gives him a drink. And so it's like, to me, it's kind of like a little mini communion, even though it's just water. There's a sharing and a communion in that. He gets to know her. Because he was God, he knew all things, but he asks her about herself. And even though her history and her reality was outcast and marginalized, he doesn't judge her. Technically, she was an adulterer, and that would be cause for her to be in a category of sinners and outcasts. But he doesn't. He acknowledges her humanity. And he both gives to her and receives from her. She gives him a water to drink. He gives her the gift of knowing the good news. And then what does she do with it? She becomes the messenger. A very surprising turn in the story is that the last person you would think of becomes the messenger of Jesus's good news. So he honors her by sitting with her. He sought her out. He conversed with her. He shared with her. He saw her for who she was without judgment. He shares, gives, and receives. And then he blesses her, and then she becomes the messenger. Think about this as you reflect on Bible stories, as you read Bible stories, as you think about the life of Jesus. How is it that he made people feel loved across difference? He's doing it all the time. And from that, we can do the same.